Hey, how's it going? This is Champagne with Learn to Play, and I want to help you try to get into the game as fast as possible. This is sort of a help, what am I doing video. So I'm here in Norska. This is where you would start. Doesn't matter what character you play, whether or not you play a green skin or you play Chaos or a Dark Elf. They all start right here in Norska. You can go to your faction's pairing, and your race's pairing, by hitting the B button, going to your backpack. My backpack is a little different than yours. I have everything unlocked. It takes like 1 silver, 10 silver, 1 gold. It's like a gold 50, and you can like unlock all of them. But anyway, up here at the top, you'll see a horse, and you'll see a book of binding. When you hit level 2, you'll be able to use the horse. You just drag the horse down into your hotbar, and then activate it when you hit 2, and then you'll mount up. The Book of Binding, if you're a green skin or an elf, it will take you to your chapter 1 of your pairing if you use it right now. What you also use the Book of Binding for is you'll find a rally master. We'll get into that a little bit later. You'll find a rally master. You'll set a rally point, which will then change the destination of the book. And then here's my book down here, and you'll whenever you use the book, you'll go to that spot. Okay, so you're up here. The first thing you're probably going to do, you have one action bar down here. You've got your mini map, circle mini map that's up here on your top right. You've got your health bar, your character icon is up at the top left. At the top, you probably have an action bar and a renown point bar. Renown is, you get renown from turning in supplies in RVR. You get renowned from killing people in scenarios. It's RVR. It's a PvP. I don't want to call it a level, but it's a requirement in order to get better gear later on. Gear will say things like needs level 27, renown rank 27. So a lot of people try to keep their renown rank equal with their career rank. By the time you hit 40, I always try to make it so that my renown rank is 60. This is an old character, so this didn't happen. So right off the get-go, go ahead and hit U. That's the wrench up here at the top. That's your user settings. You've got your always auto loot on. Over here in interface, you can go ahead and add more action bars to a total of 5, which I have here. I have one that's vertical. I stick it over here. After you slap your action bars on, if you want to move them around or you want to move anything else around that you have, you can use the layout editor. Just go ahead and start editing. Move this window out of the way, and then you can just move things around how you want. You can lock windows. I have a lot of stuff on here because I have a lot of add-ons. You can click on this Windows button, and it'll show you all the windows that you have here. And you can either lock them down, you can move them around, or you can actually hide them so that that never be seen. I have a lot of things locked because I have a lot of add-ons that take care of the windows that were default. Then once you've done all that, you go ahead and hit save. Once you've moved your windows around where you want them, I strongly suggest that you go back into user settings. You go right here into the profiles, you open that up, and then you click the sharing button next to the name that you want to share that UI. So here, pretty much all of my characters use the Learn to Play DPS. As you can see right here, active profile, Learn to Play DPS. I have a lot of characters that pretty much just use that. So whenever you log on to a new character, you'll go user settings, interface, profiles, click on the one that you want, and then click switch, and then click OK, and then poof, you're now using this saved UI. You don't have to move stuff around. Now, however, if you move anything around on a saved UI, it moves it around for all the characters that you log on to that are using that UI. Okay, so PvE RVR SCs. PvE, we all know what that is. That's just going to be you running around doing quests. You're going to pick up quests, you're going to do quests, you're going to run down to the little town, you're going to do these PQs, we'll get into that. PQs, public quests is what they're called. They have stages, like 3 or 4 stages. Kill this many people. Do this next. Do this next. Kill the hero at the end. Get rewarded a bag. A white bag, a green bag, a blue bag, a purple bag, or a gold bag. Depending on what the item, what the color of the bag is, the better the item is, the better the reward. In Tier 1, all of your gold bags have Carnage gear. We'll go ahead and do one here in a bit. Hard PQs. This is a hard PQ, guaranteed a gold bag. An easy PQ, best bag you're going to get. You might get a gold bag if you're lucky, but you're most likely going to get green and blue bags. And then you have normal PQs, which are usually going to be a blue bag, or if you're lucky, a purple bag. You can get a gold bag too. Alrighty, so that was by hitting M to get to the map. That was this. Then you have the RVR lake. So this this haze, this discoloration down here that looks like a coffee stain or a watermark on the map. This is your RVR lake. Open RVR. You just run on in here. You just come to the war camp, or you drop down off the side of the cliff. You get flagged for RVR. You run down here. You find some order and you kill them. You don't want to RVR anymore, you leave. Leave the lake. Then we have scenarios. This is an add-on called QQer. It's great. It'll queue up for all your scenarios. It'll unqueue you. You can do things like blacklisting, auto-join, and things like that. So you have all these different scenarios. That some of them get changed. And then you have your normal rotation of them. Usually it's a 12v12, and there's objectives. Teleback Dam. Everybody runs to the middle, grabs somebody tries to grab the powder keg. They run it to the opposite side, and they blow up their dam. Mall of Madness is pretty much a free-for-all smackdown. College of Corruption, you're holding points inside of a college. It has multiple tiers, and you're keeping points and you're slaughtering people. Tornanok, it's like a volcano. You're inside of a volcano, and everyone runs to the middle, tries to grab the bauble, and it's keep away. Serpent's Passage, you're on a beach. You both run to the top of the map. You grab the salvage part, and then you have to run it back to your base. Blood of the Black Cairn, I don't really remember that one. Doomfist Crater, that's Doomfist Crater. I believe that's the one with the flag in the center. It's like an ice rink. Frozen Lake, you run down, you have to claim the flag, and then you've got to protect it. You've got to stay there, kill people, and hold the flag objective as long as you can. Gates of Ekron's a lot like RVR Lake. You've got this huge, massive dwarven gate with 3 points, and the longer you hold more than 1 point, you'll generate points towards finishing the objective. All while, of course, battling it out with order. So what do we have? We did the UI. Okay, so let's travel on down. Just go with influence now. Gear-wise, I have a video in the Discord about Tier 1 gear that I'm a firm believer in. So Rally Masters, every town, this is a Chapter 1 town, Chapter 2. Nordland, you have Chapter 3, Chapter 4, usually 2 chapters per town, or per map. The war camps, they all have a rally master. Other than RVR, for the chapter towns, you gain influence by doing PQs, public quests. You can click on them and you can see the rewards that you can get. So you have 3 different stages. If you look down here, this is another add-on. This is called the War Board. You get the first bubble. It allows you to pick one of these items. You get to the second bubble, you can pick one of these items, and then so on and so on, all the way to a max influence of the last item, which is usually a weapon. And it is a decent weapon for the level. I mean, I'd have been level 2, level 3 when I picked this weapon up, and to have 5 toughness or 5 ballistics on a swig herder is pretty damn good. Plus it has a talisman slot. You could stick yourself a plus 7 talisman in there of even say more ballistics, so now you've got a 12 ballistics, and that's fantastic. And you do that, and you increase those, like I said, by doing PQs. In the starter town, each starter town has just 1 PQ, and that PQ is right up here. That's the PQ. You go run into it, it'll pop up right here. Ruinous Power Stage 1, it's a normal PQ. Kill some people, you need to kill 25. These guys over here, they're killing. One more, and you'll see that it'll switch to the next stage. There you go, now we're in stage 2, and you've got to click on these tombstones. Just click on them. Clicking on tombstones. This can be hard by yourself at the level. The tombstones, the guys aren't too tough. They're just level 1s and 2s, but then you're going to see this right here. And then the last stage is you have to defeat the Blood Howler, which is this level 2 hero. And you can see these guys run down here and kick its butt. I'm going to go ahead and opt out of the gold bag in case I accidentally get it. I don't want to take it from these guys. And you can only opt out on the last stage. And then once it's done, you can just run right down here and click on this box. You don't have to wait for any rolls. You just run down here, click on it. Got a white bag. You can see what everybody got. There was a purple bag as a reward, 3 greens, a blue, and a white bag. There you go. I should have got the white bag. I got the white bag because I opted out of gold. Then it does a roll random number generator. Then white bag's got crap in it. It's got a white talisman slot, level 2. I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't take this either. I mean, this is for cultivating. Cultivating is great for making potions. Again, you don't need to take it. This you don't need to take either. You could take the 2 silver. Honestly, if anything, I usually take a relic box or the vial. But I will, yeah. So it doesn't really matter. I'll take the 2 silver. So that was that, and I gained another bubble. I got 60 more for the last one. I'm not going to stay here. I'll move on down to the chapter 2, and let you give you some more instructions. So you've done your quests. You do all the quests here in this place, and the PQ, and you should be level 5, which is great. Level 5 is fantastic for then jumping right into RVR, because you can use, as soon as you jump into RVR, and you get you'll get 4 renown ranks pretty fast, and then you can use the fighter's vengeance gear that you can purchase the weapons, and they're fantastic. All right, so then you would come down here. You got a bunch of quests here that you could do. Here's another PQ right here outside of the place. If you notice that it says ranks 3-4, rank 3-4, rank 3-4, you can look and see what chapter they are associated with by looking at the chapter and seeing that the chapter says rank 3-4. So these 3 PQs will give you influence for this Rally Master. Again, you come down here to the Rally Master, take a gander at what he has to give you. They have a belt, which is fantastic. At this level, that belt is golden. Won't even worry about grabbing that, because you're going to grab a better weapon at the war camp. But that belt is definitely the way to go. Here's your Flight Master. This is what they look like. You can use them in every chapter town in tiers 1, 2, and 3. If you hit your map and scroll back, tiers 1, 2, and 3, every chapter town, got all these chapter towns, there's a Flight Master in there. In tier 4, they are only in the war camps. You'll only find them in the Destruction Chaos war camp. Okay. Carnage Gear is a level 5 2-piece set. It's not bad to have if you have someone who will farm it with you. I'll farm it with you. I'm not going to run down there. I'm going to play Flight Master. If I'm on, type in /G. That's looking for group. Let's do that now. Let's go over here and look at the chat. So you have /5 is looking for group. 3 is general. 1 is region. You'll talk in this region. This will talk in RVR. This is RVR chat for this region. And then you have T1 space. This is all of tier 1. This is tier 1 in all 3 pairings. Like here, as you can see, this is tier 4 /T4 would be. And so everybody, no matter where you are, who can see tier 4 chat will see this. Not just the pairings, but it's everybody who can see this channel. And then of course you have /P for party, WB for warband, SC for talking in scenarios, and S just for say. What you see me have here, I have 2 chat windows. So I name one combat. It might have already been named combat. I then grab it, and then I pull the tab up, and I separate it from the main. And then what I do is I go into filters, and I only add destro kills, order kills, damage from players, and my attacks. That way I can see how much damage I'm dishing out. I can look at it, see whether or not I need to buff up a different stat. And you're always going to see in the zone, the RVR zone that you're in, you're going to see who's killing who and where they're getting killed at. That way, if you're coming up to a battle objective and then you start to see a bunch of blue kill spam, you know there's a bunch of order up there. They're killing everybody up there. Be cautious or turn around. And if you don't, if you pull it out, or you pull too many of them out, you want them to go away, you can right click on them and you go to tab options, and you can remove the tab. You can also rename them also if you want to. Okay, so let's go down into the RVR real fast. So we're going to fly on down to Nordland because that's where the war camp is. It's going to take you right into the war camp. So this is the war camp, more quests. A lot of the quests here wants you to go to different RVR lakes and talk, or war camps, talk to other people, get yourself some money and some experience. Some of them also have quests that they want you to run out into the lake and kill some people. That's what these are. See this blue here? Blue's the repeatables. So You can kill 25 enemy players. It says in Nordland, so that's this area, that's this whole lake here. So you go ahead, you kill 25 people, you come back here, you get yourself some XP, you get yourself some monies, and then you pick it up again and do it again. Got a healer. When you die, after you hit level 6 and you die, you're going to see a wound debuff. It can stack up times 2, times 3, times 4. Every time it reduces your I'm having a staring contest with the dog. It reduces your wounds by 10%. And you just come up to this person, you right click on them, and then a box will come up for healing. You heal all, and then you go back out into the lake and kill or die again. When you get down here, these are your merchants. All the zones, the tier 1 zones, have these merchants inside the war camp. In these zones here, you're going to find them inside the keeps. So you have your RVR merchant. He's got your decimator gear. You get these recruit medallions by participating in kills in the RVR lake, out here in the RVR lake. This is your medallion. I'm sorry, your emblem vendor. You can get yourself emblem weapons and also get 2 pieces of emblem gear, braggart. These you get from doing scenarios. And here's your vengeance weapons that I strongly urge you, when you get down here at level 5, even before level 5, go ahead and purchase them. They have 2 different kinds. You have your offensive and your defensive set. So you have your ballistics and wounds, and then you also have your wounds and toughness. You just figure out which one that you want to go with and rock it out. You need renown rank 4, which is easy. You'll run down into the lake, you'll grab a box, you'll kill 2 people, you return the box to the flag. So each of these battle objectives, as you see that are locked, this zone is locked. If you control it, it produces every 2 minutes a box on the ground. You pick the box up, and then you run the box back to your war camp entrance where there's a flag. And then you click on the flag, essentially returning the box. When you return the box, you'll gain influence, renown, and XP. And then you'll also gain 2% towards the locking of the zone. So in Ekron right now is where everybody's at. That's a tier 1 zone in the green skin here. So right now, destruction has 100%. If they can control all 4 of these BOs, then destruction will lock the zone, and then that will give them a reward of medallions and renown. And every zone has a rally master. And by fighting and gaining your influence, you'll be able to get these beautiful blue items. In Nordland, it's level 4 and 9, but in Dwarf and Elf, or Greenskin and Elf, they're level 12 items. And the best tier 1 weapon comes from the Elf max influence. Okay, so that's the crash course of, hey, what is it that I'm actually doing? So you have your PQs, you have your influence. XP, the best way of gaining XP in tier 1, in my opinion, is winning scenarios. But winning scenarios can be difficult. Questing will do it real fast also. And then your renown, it's okay not to have your renown equal with your level or higher with your level. When you exit tier 1 at 16, you'll turn into a chicken, and then you won't be able to fight in tier 1 anymore, and then you'll have to go to tier 2. it's okay. You'll get bolstered also at tier 2. You'll get bolstered to level 48, and it'll make you more potent, but you won't get any more abilities until you, of course, level up per level. To see what levels you're going to acquire, you can go to a career trainer. This will show you what levels you get, or what abilities you get. Where is it? Career trainer, right there he is. So you don't actually have to purchase these. No, I can't because I'm above level 16. So it would give you a list. It would give you a list of your abilities, and it would show you what level you would get which ability. So that's a good thing to take a look at too. But once you level up, you automatically get it. It'll pop up on your hotbar. You don't have to spend like 4 copper pieces to buy it, as you do in some games. As you increase in renown rank, you'll go to a renown vendor. Again, I can't use them because I'm above 16, and you'll be able to purchase things such as renown abilities like Daft Defender. Daft Defender increases my dodge and disrupt. Feudal Strikes reduces the chance to receive critical damage by a total of 15. And I've got Vigor, which increases my wounds. And you got a whole bunch of other things that you can buy too, just for having renown ranks. Okay, so I hope that helped you out, and if I think of anything else, I'll do a part 2 of Help Me, I'm Not Sure What I'm Doing. Alright, thanks.